All right, welcome to the end of the season Fling It tournament at Potomac Curling Club. This is our first draw coming up in the afternoon. This Bond Spiel, it's a one-day spiel. It's always the last day of the season, and it's for 3 and under curlers, all the new curlers in the club. I'm Mike Steele. I'm one of your commentators.
I'm Tough Terry, bringing you the hard-hitting commentary.
That's Tanner. He's the other. And we also have Dylan here running the board for us and hopefully chiming in. So if you're new to watching Potomac Curling Club web feed, we have 2 feeds running right now. One feed is for sheets B and C, and one feed is for sheets A and D. We are mostly talking about sheets B and C in the middle of the ice because that's the sheets that are right in front of the webcast commentary booth. But we'll occasionally chime in with what's going on A and D for those of you watching the A and D feed. But we're mostly going to talk about B and C. You're going to hear the same audio on both channels if you want to switch back and forth between our 2 web feeds. Games are underway already. Over on sheet B in front of us, we have 2 quarries with the red stones and another rock in the house with the yellow stones. Sheet C, we have... Are those the correct colors? Okay. We'll confirm.
We'll confirm.
So this is the lead here throwing right now. Jack Romano, another rock in the house, is yellow.
Yep, correct.
On sheet C, it's Noah's Ark with the red rocks. And that is their lead, Erica Haley, throwing right now. So no match scheduled for sheet C, trying to throw us off on the scoreboards.
And these are 6-end games.
These are maximum 6-end games. They only have, what did they say, 2 hours?
80 minutes.
80 minutes to get through. Some of them will be 5-end games probably if they play fast. But we got 3 games to get through, full draw in 6 hours today. So that's what's going on. Sheets. We used to have a third monitor here. Where did our third monitor go?
Well, we can see what the sheets are doing.
So over on sheet A, we have the Plum Blossoms versus the Clean Sweepers. Sheet D, if you're watching that feed, Ice Devils versus Code Brown. The Ice Devils with the red rocks, Code Brown with the yellow rocks. Clean Sweepers with the yellow on sheet A. As is tradition during all curling broadcasts, we have pretty much completely ignored the lean stones. Talking about other things.
I mean,
we might go to commercial break next time leads are up. We've all played lead. It's not a glorious position, but it's important.
the most important position.
It is the most important. They say leads don't win games, but leads can lose a game.
Exactly.
You really need your leads to throw good guards so that the rest of the end goes well for you to set things up, really set the table for the back end with those guards. I know we probably have a lot of people who are new to curling or haven't watched a lot of curling joining us today, so we'll try and give you some strategy and rules as we go. The guards we're talking about, those are rocks that are outside the circles. The circles are a house. And guards are rocks that are outside the circle, above the circle, below the circle if you're watching our live stream right now, because the house is a little upside down.
In between the big circle and the big blue line.
Yes, in between. And guards cannot be hit during the first 5 stones. So if you set in a really nice guard, the other team can't move it. Well, they can move it, but they can't take it out within the first 5 stones. It really gives you a chance to build up some structure, a defensive structure for the rest of your end.
Well, and some would say the best offense is a good defense.
Yes.
So it's more
You can see on
cards
sheet
are actually
C.
offensive.
You can also see on sheet C, they've got a red rock for Noah's Ark, which is touching that gray center line. Rocks that are touching the center line cannot be moved off the center line at all in the first 5 rocks. So that's and that rock for Noah's Ark is in a really nice place covering the top of the house. That was a really good throw for them.
You're trying to put another one in behind it right now.
Yep, that's what guards do. You get your guards set up first, and then you try and curl your rock in behind it. That one for Noah's Ark is going to go a little bit deep to the back of the house, but it sticks around. It's still in there. Over on sheet B, both teams have 1 rock in the house already with 1 guard, and everybody's got their rock behind the other color guard, which is a little interesting. Usually you try and do it the other way.
Yeah.
So that the other team can't run their own guard back to hit you out.
Well, yellow's trying to put one behind their own guard here. Going out really wide, which we'll see what happens. Usually the edge of the seats are a little slow to start because no one really plays out here for a while, especially in the first end. And it is going to come up a little short.
Let's give me another guard.
That's fine.
And that was Edwin Pazharski. He's throwing second, I think. Right now on sheet C, Laura Weiss, dressed as a penguin, throwing second rocks for Noah's Ark. We've already decided that Noah's Ark has won the theming and costume contest for the day. No question. Really the most effort that I've ever seen at Fling It.
You might see them sweating.
Yeah, I've heard those. They picked those costumes when the weather was a little colder outside. And even though they're playing out in the ice shed, I mean, it's on ice. It's usually around 40 degrees out there. It's maybe a little warmer than normal, and if you're sweeping, you will get hot. You can see around the ice some people even playing in short sleeves today.
It is feeling like spring outside.
But it's Fling It, and the theming and having fun is absolutely worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Sheet B, that's Victor Torgrimsson throwing right now. Looks like maybe a draw or maybe it's a tap. Maybe tap the red into the yellow.
Instead,
they don't quite get it. Instead, they promote
the red beautifully.
The red. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I played a for fun pickup game this morning. I did that myself this morning to disastrous effect.
What do you do now? Just guard.
Yeah, if you're red,
Just guard.
You've got hammer. Well, you got hammer, so maybe you want to get greedy. Maybe try and clear. It looks like they're setting up for another draw. Maybe they're going to tap up one of those other reds on sheet B. Try and tap up another red to outcount that yellow.
We'll see. I'm not sure about this, but it's a little narrow. We're going to be somewhere.
Across all 4 games, because it's a 3 and under tournament, there's a lot of people who don't have a lot of skip experience out there.
Yes.
And they are learning as they go. Well, they did. That is a positive. They cleared that guard. They just tapped that guard off to the side. So now on a future shot, they're going to have a clear shot to hit that yellow in the house and clear it out.
Yeah, I mean, they also now open up the draw for yellow to get behind.
Yeah, they move the guard over, so they've got to draw behind that also in the future.
Well, yellow has it first to get behind their own.
Yeah, they can get behind their own right now.
Which would be good, but you got to make the shot.
Yeah, Victor Torgrimsson again. Over on sheet C, no match scheduled. A lot of rocks in the house. Looks like that red rock near your bottom, but we call it the top of the house. That red rock is counting, looks like it's the first rock right now. Yellow trying to draw in behind.
They're
gonna get behind all the guards. Is it gonna slip through too far?
Slide out.
It's up.
It's in.
good idea. I like that idea, strategy-wise. Just slipped a little too far behind, and it's still in play, but it's outcounted by both of the red rocks right now.
Yeah, the guards are fine. Because otherwise they're going to throw that really flat double on the reds, right? And then the yellow's going to score 5. For those listening, that is a very hard shot.
That's a very hard shot.
You should not be trying it.
If you want to see that shot, tune into the Olympics, not Fling it. I don't know. I mean, I'd try it anyway.
I mean, if it was safe, if the difference is only like giving up 1, whatever. This one's also a little heavy. Are they going to be able to sit on the back? They are going to touch, but roll out. Okay.
Yep. That was their vice, Thomas Boise, I assume, who's dressed as an owl or a raven?
It's like some sort of bird. Dark chicken? I don't know.
I think they told me he was an owl.
No owl I've ever seen looks like that, but that's possible. The raven.
Yeah, it looks more like a raven to me.
All right, we got a red coming in on sheet B. They're trying to draw behind.
It looks a little heavy to me. It might stick around, but I think it's going to slip too far. Yeah, that slips too far and goes back.
All right. Well, red's currently sitting the 1.
So until the rock crosses that T-line is bisecting the center of the house, perpendicular to the rest of the sheet. When rocks are, before they get to that line, only the team that throw it can sweep. After it crosses that line, the other team is allowed to sweep it. So you saw there on sheet B, after that rock crossed over the T-line, the other team's skip was right on it to start sweeping it, to try and... Sweeping, you can't speed up a rock, but by sweeping it, you can prevent it from slowing down. You reduce the friction a little bit so the rock will glide a little bit further. So when that rock crossed the T-line, you saw the other team skip jump in and start sweeping it himself to try and carry it further, and he did. Carried it further and right out the back of the house. So on sheet B, it still looks like yellow. Red is still the first rock closest to the center. Yellow looks like number 2, though. Yellow about to throw now. This is their skip, Tatiana.
On sheet D, this is the last yellow coming in.
They're fast. That's Code Brown, dressed all in brown for Bob. Their skip, Bob Brown, throwing his shot. Hopefully we'll get to see them on sheets B and C. That's their vice, Jeremy Steele. Not a coincidence he has the same last name as me, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on that game also.
We're on skips rocks everywhere. This is the first red on C.
If you're watching sheet A's game, a lot of rocks in the house over on sheet A right now. Hard to tell who's sitting shot right now, too.
Yeah, it's a little close.
Very close situation on sheet A right now.
I would call red.
Sheet C with Noah's Ark with another rock coming in. It's going to guard. Protect that shot rock that they already have.
Wide open middle.
Over curls a little bit.
Yeah.
It does take away the straight on shot, but you could get a lighter weight shot that would curl just a little bit.
Looks like we have final on D for the end. 1 yellow.
Yeah, 1 yellow on sheet D.
For Brown.
Sheet C, this is the final rock of the end coming up for their skip.
This is
Robert Machula.
No, this is the last yellow.
Oh, it's the last yellow. I can't. Oh, yeah. I can't see that there's another red rock over there on the side from my angle. So yeah, Noah's Ark has the hammer, which means they get to throw last. So this is no match schedule. Their skip Robert Machula with his last rock of the end. He's just trying to draw.
Draw in.
Trying to draw
red
in.
Ring.
Get in the 4-foot red ring behind. Maybe get behind those reds.
Ideally.
And just
got a little bit of backing. They can run into their yellows in the back of the house and do something at least. Make it harder for the other team to score more than
make Noah's
one.
Ark really work for it to get 2 points out of this.
This is curling
it's
a
coming
lot,
up.
though.
Yeah, it's coming up light. It's curling a lot. It's going to bounce off. Kind of ends up as a guard, but there's a nice port between those two yellow guards for Noah's Ark's skip to draw through. Their skip Noah Ring, who is dressed as Noah, if you couldn't figure that out from the long beard.
Just has to throw it in there.
Oh, he does still have the beard. He's pulled the beard down like a gator around his neck, but he does still have it. I'm told he originally had robes as part of the costume.
Which would be a little more iconic.
Tried it out, and the robes kind of flow and drag on the ice too much, so he decided he couldn't actually play that way.
Just couldn't commit to the bit.
Couldn't commit to the bit.
Don't like to see that out of a skip.
Really costume fail there. We gotta knock him a point for that. But yeah, those of us more experienced have seen many people try to do robes or capes or something as part of a costume for a Bonspiel, and it never works.
I still think a mid-length cape.
A mid-length cape would work.
I think it would work fine.
Anything below the knees is gonna, or anything really mid-thigh or lower is gonna drag on the ice. Got to listen to the advice of Edna Mode. No capes.
So that looks like come up a little short.
It comes up short, but still looks like 1 point for Noah's Ark on sheet C.
And this is the last
Yellowstone on sheet B for another rock in the house.
Which they are currently sitting shot without hammer, just probably trying to get another one in there.
Their skip, Tatiana Poroskaya.
And this is the last red rock on A.
Our friend Chris Magelitz.
Just trying to draw in on sheet A. Looks a little hot to me. On sheet B, they get it to the house. They bump them up.
They bump their yellow up a little higher.
They are still just sitting one, though, I think.
Yes. Not a bad position. You don't have hammer, meaning you don't get to throw last.
I mean, now they created the easy double for two.
It's not that easy of a double. The double's there. They could get.
It looks like they're looking at it. I wasn't totally joking, but not sure actually what else you'd really want to do.
So if you want to go for the double to try and get two, you've got to go after that yellow rock all the way on the right side of the house. You got to hit that one on the inside first, and then bounce to hit the yellow that's touching the white 8-foot circle to get two.
And you could just try the draw, and maybe you hit and roll in off the yellow to.
It's possible.
One,
you also have the danger of what I did in my game this morning of promoting the other team's rock.
Correct.
But they're giving up another point.
They're already sitting one. Yellow's already sitting one, so if you bumped it back and they score one anyway.
Well, you could bump that outer one and give them 2 points instead of one.
If you know your tendencies to throw wide, then that'd be risky.
I mean, you could try the double on that top yellow rock. Doesn't help you because you're not going to get two out of it. Because that you probably just hit and replace, and yellow still scores one if you try the double on those guards that are outside the house. I think the only way red gets 1 or 2 points out of this is to double the one on the right.
Yeah,
hit the one on the right first.
I mean, I think there is the really wide draw on the left to just get full 8.
But that's only going to get you 1 point.
Correct. I'm saying that's another option.
It's early in the game.
I would go for it.
I've been accused of being a very conservative skip myself. Even I would try this hit, though.
As long as you throw enough weight, you're not going to really risk just doing the promote, and you're just going to give up one. So, you throw enough weight, you're going to hit something, it's going to go out.
Maybe something good happens.
All
right.
And this was hammer on sheet A, so they should be looking at the score soon. Ooh, they get 2 yellow, perhaps.
Yeah, really nice shot on sheet A for yellow. All right, here comes the last rock coming down on sheet B. Jeffrey Shih.
It's coming up a little light.
It's a little light. Are they going to maybe
I don't think it's going to do any damage.
They're not going to get between. They're not going to promote anything, so it's going to be 1 yellow.
That's okay.
Okay for the first end. Yellow steals a point. She sheet C.
How's
Once
the,
again, we have ignored all of the lead stones
Eh,
for both teams.
more exciting things happening.
But that was a very nice draw for no match scheduled. Nice draw to the top of the 4-foot. It's exposed. You could hit it.
Typically, you'd want to just hit and roll in off this, which looks like what Noah's calling.
Yeah, they're going to call that. Looks like they're going to call. Well, I thought he was going to call the hit. Yeah, he's calling the hit.
This is for Laura, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
this is Laura Weiss, their second, dressed as a penguin.
She's got this.
Yes. And
Routine shot.
He's got the broom a little bit far from the rock, meaning it's probably a slightly downweight hit, which means it's going to curl more to get around that guard.
They're sweeping early to try to keep it straighter.
Yep, sweeping, we said earlier, sweeping makes it glide longer. Sweeping can also hold the rock straighter, so it curls later.
They overcooked that one a little bit. Should have let it curl. But
just enough. They hit their own red out the back, but they also got that yellow one out too, so it's fun.
It's okay. We got a hogged rock, I believe, on sheet B. Ice a little slow, maybe. What they're expecting. Ooh. Got a hit coming in on A that needs to move a mile. It is moving. Ooh.
All right, sheet B, this is a no match schedule. Their second, Garrett Jiaxun. It looks like a draw. Looks like they're trying to draw one in the middle.
That came down really a lot.
Really slowed down partway down the ice.
Is it going to be a guard?
No, I think it's going to make it into the house. Is it going to get around? No, does not get around. Ends up guarding.
Yeah, that slowed down a lot.
I think they thought it was going to get around that guard and tuck in behind, which would have been really nice. But it curled a lot right at the end, more than they expected. And so now it's over on the side, kind of blocking the red, but I mean they can hit on their next time around, they can hit their own yellow into the red. No match scheduled with yellow rocks on sheet C does have the hammer, meaning they will get to throw last in this end, which is an advantage to get to throw last.
Which typically means you want to try to keep the center of the house open.
You want
to
keep the center of the ice open, and
give
you want
that chance to draw.
You're trying to draw. You're trying to get 2 points when you have the hammer. When you don't have the hammer, you're trying to either maybe steal a point or maybe prevent the other team from scoring more than one. If you don't have hammer, holding the other team to one is a fine outcome. You get the hammer back, and then you can try and score 2.
Yeah, and you usually do that by trying to junk up the front of the house.
Noah's Ark
stuff's not getting in there.
Doesn't quite get the draw around to the house. They knock into some granite, and they push the yellow up into the house. But
tight guards are good for them.
Yes, those tight guards are okay. They're still sitting one without the hammer. The pressure's on no match scheduled here to get that red rock out.
Yes.
Pressure's not on Noah's Ark here at all. Guards over there stopping. They've completely blocked off that whole left side of the ice for no match scheduled. They really have no choice but to come around from the right side. Meanwhile, Noah's Ark on the subsequent rock will be able to still draw on the left side and tap their own rocks up.
And it does look like we have a hit coming in here on sheet C.
It looks like hit weight.
Is it going to move enough?
It needs to be a down weight hit. Rocks that are going a little bit slower will curl more. Rocks that are going very fast will go very straight.
Yeah, it needed to curl a little
It needed
more.
to curl just another centimeter to make contact. Very close.
Very close.
I would bet they will try that shot again.
Yes. We might have another hit coming in on sheet B. Looks like they were talking about bumping this one in the back, or they might just be drawing to it. Probably just the draw.
Looks like a draw to it. That rock is
Yeah,
not going
not
fast enough for a hit. It may not be going fast enough to even get to the house.
Again, the wide out edges of the sheet usually a bit slower.
Nope, it's going to get to the house.
Ooh,
it's curling at the very end here.
Yeah, I could have swept that a little more perhaps, but top, that's fine. That's great.
Hard to tell from this camera angle which rock is closer to the center.
I would say red, but I'd let Dylan chime in on that one.
I think it might. Yeah, they're taking a look also.
Dylan's got the eagle eyes. He always calls these right. What do we get? What's happened here on sheet C? The red crashed on the guard, and I think it helped, really. That's good for Noah's team.
Yeah, that does. It widens that pile of guards a little bit more out to the right,
Really hard to get at that red
Yeah,
now.
so no match schedule. We said they'd shut off that side from the draw, so Robert Michula, their skip, has seen that. He's going to throw the hit, try and punch a hole through all those guards on the left side of the ice now on sheet C.
Yeah, open things up for him to draw in later. This is Emily's rock coming in.
It's going to make contact. Nose hit. Push that red rock straight through the house and out of play.
That's fine.
That's fine. I mean, they leave the guard on that side, but it's their own rock now that they could tap up instead of the red rock that was in the way.
And honestly, any of their yellows that they touch to tap in is probably going to be fine for them.
Yes, they can tap any of their yellows up right now, and that's to their benefit.
Noah's trying to decide what to do. Just draw in. Maybe get the tap. If it over curls.
He's completely lost the beard now. I don't support this costume decision.
It might be shedding on the ice. In which
It
case
could be shedding on the ice. That is the
support.
danger with costumes.
Little heavy on sheet B. It does
They
bump
do make
it, though.
contact.
That was
bumps.
good. And
That's a very nice outcome on
Actually,
sheet B.
Yeah, that worked out quite well. I thought it was going to skate on by, but it
Yellow rock is
contact.
that yellow rock in the back. It is exposed for the hit.
It is.
But it looks like they're just gonna try and
use it
draw
as
to
backing.
Yeah.
Try to draw on if you have.
Meanwhile, we weren't talking about sheet C.
Oh, made it through
Beautiful
the gap.
draw right through the port to get
Nice.
behind cover for
Now sitting
Noah's
2.
Ark. Yeah, for their skip, Thomas Boise.
Straight run back's probably the best for yellow.
Straight run back's the best. That's the shot to call. That's a hard shot to make, though.
I think the easier. Yeah, maybe you try to blow up these
Yeah,
other
blow
guards.
up the right side.
I would almost be more interested in hitting my yellow, driving the yellow into the red, rolling into and kicking the other red guard out to set up for later, maybe. But
Sheet B, 2 quarries with a very nice draw to the
very
forefoot,
nice.
biting the back of the button.
Very nice. Also, again, quite exposed.
Quite exposed for the hit.
But you have a little bit of backstop.
You can't hit it right on the nose because
gotta-
you'll run the red right back into the yellow if you hit it on the nose. You got to hit it to the side so that red rock will go back diagonally and miss the yellow.
Which for yellow is their goal anyway. I mean,
Yes.
you'd want to roll under cover, but margin on the shot.
Looks like they're calling probably a draw.
This is what I said to do.
Yep.
And they did it.
And they did it. They made the shot on sheet C. Very nice.
Beautiful. And they do take shot
Very
rock.
nice run back. And yeah, they're shot rock now.
It is very exposed, though, because they ended up removing the guard in the process.
We're up to skips rocks, I believe.
I assume Noah's Ark is going to just hit that shot yellow.
Yeah, they really need to throw at that yellow.
Roll under cover.
Come up the center line.
Ooh, we got the hit on sheet
And
B.
they hit the angle to pop it out diagonally and not hit their own yellow out the back.
Very
nice. Skip still debating on sheet C. Sheet B, skip. Jeffrey Shih knows.
Just draw.
He's just going to draw out of the middle. They're still on vice rocks on sheet B. They got a lot of rocks to go here, so you don't need to necessarily attack those yellow rocks immediately.
Yeah, I mean, if you were really, really confident in your hits, why not do the hit and roll? But I think just try to draw, get something in the house, and you deal with these other things later. Is also fine.
Also, the danger, though, if you don't go for the hit right away, you give the other team a chance to set up a guard
Correct.
and block you from doing the hit on a
Correct.
subsequent rock.
Correct. But you still can draw on the other side. You're not going to be completely blocked out. But
This draw's a little bit wide. It looks like it's going to tap off the yellow and tap the yellow up an inch.
not going to stick
spill out
around
the back.
either.
Yeah.
That's not great.
That rock is still in play, by the way, that red rock on sheet B. It's still touching the back line, so it is still in bounds in the back. It's just not touching the house.
And the only way that's going to come into play is as a catcher. If some rock's
Yeah, it
going
could
out
be.
of the
It could be
house.
backing.
It might catch a rock and keep the other
yeah,
rock in
the other
play.
rock might stay in play if you're trying to hit something else out.
But besides that, it will not matter for the rest of it. We got a hit coming in on sheet A to blow up a bunch of red rocks.
That rock's coming in fast. Is it going to hit?
Something.
No,
Oh.
just ticks off the side of that red rock on sheet A. Bounces
Unfortunate.
off.
Oh, did we already have a result on sheet D that I missed entirely?
They're already going back.
Okay. They are playing fast.
Yes.
It was 2 for Bob. Yeah,
All right.
on sheet D. Code Brown in the pants?
That is the joke. So they're up 4-0 on sheet D. Yes, Code Brown, sheet D. From what I can tell, they are second place in our informal theming competition, all wearing brown for their skip, Bob Brown.
I mean, they didn't all quite commit to the full brown, unfortunately, but they are wearing some brown.
We discussed it. Everybody got brown sweatshirts. It's easy to switch your sweatshirts.
It's true.
You get
but
used to a certain
the
pants
pants,
that you
though.
play in, though.
It's the
I don't like to
pants.
switch my pants for a costume because that's just messing with my slide and my. All right, there's a draw coming in on sheet
heavy.
C. Looks a little bit heavy for Skip Robert Michula.
They're still sitting 1, but still exposed. So they're gonna. Noah's gonna go after this.
Since we're talking about fashion, I really like Robert Michula's jacket. His team had those made up for the Dykes Memorial Bond Spiel. That's GNCC, the sort of East Coast Conference's 5 and under championships. And Tanner and I were also there on a team. We saw Robert's team there. Robert was on Bob Brown's team there, I believe, along with some other people who are also out here today. Really fun time up there. It was at Nutmeg in Connecticut and Ardsley Curling Club in upstate New York near White Plains.
Yep.
We all had a lot of fun there. All 4 Potomac teams who went advanced to the A and B events. That
Ardsley's
were at
not
Ardsley.
upstate.
It's north of Manhattan.
It's true. I guess does that count? I guess if you're in the city, it's upstate.
If you're in the city, it's upstate.
Everything else.
For everybody else, it's not. All right, so hit coming for Noah Ring. He was trying to run his red back into the yellow. Hit it a little bit on an angle and popped it off to the side.
Yellow's still just sitting the 1, but they have
Yellow
this opportunity to bump the yellow into the red and get 2.
Yes.
Possibly 3, depending how the bump goes.
Yeah, they could throw at that. They could also
just draw.
They could just draw. Looks like
And
they're
then
talking
maybe-
about the draw.
And maybe if you happen to bump your shot rock into being better shot, that's fine. All right, yeah, just gotta throw wait to touch the 4 foot. I would go a little more. After a little more
they
points,
need to
but
touch red. They need to get around their own rock. Promoting their own rock doesn't help them here.
It doesn't hurt as long as
Doesn't
they throw
hurt,
the
but
right
it
weight.
doesn't help.
As long as they throw the right weight. If it throws back line and hits the rock, that's not good.
That's not good.
But if you throw it, towards the red ring, you're fine. We got another draw coming in on sheet B. They're trying to get shot for just hit 2. Looks good. If they don't stop sweeping.
Their skip Tatiana through that.
Ooh,
Right onto the button.
All right.
Very nice. Not only is it right on the button, it protects the direct hit on those back 2 yellows. I think that back yellow is now second shot also.
I do believe yellow's sitting 2 now.
Yellow's sitting 2 now, so red really needs to move both of those rocks.
And red does have hammer,
So
I believe.
red has hammer, so they've got 2 rocks to work with.
They
Yellow
wanna make
only has
space.
1 more rock coming.
They want to make space for themselves.
And it looks like on sheet C, yellow has scored. Was it 1?
1?
We didn't see before they moved the rocks.
Okay.
Pretty sure yellow scored. I think it was 1.
1 or 2.
Yeah, yellow was going to get 1 or 2.
Well, we'll find out when they post the score.
2.
2 yellow.
Call from the ice says it was 2 points.
Do we trust the penguin? I don't know.
The Penguin says it was 2. Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura's parents. I've been told Laura's parents, John and Jody, will be watching this today. And a lot of Laura's friends from Virginia also watching this. Hi, everybody watching.
Feel free to comment in
If
the
you
chat.
know Laura but not me, I'm the Mike that's marrying that penguin later this year.
Shackling yourself to the penguin.
I like to think the penguin is a little bit for me, but I'm the one that likes penguins. So they hit on sheet B. They knock a yellow rock out, but maybe not the one they were aiming at. Yellow's still sitting 2 on sheet B.
Yeah, looks like. Have you ever gone on an Antarctic cruise?
I would like to. That's a bucket list
That's
thing.
also a bucket list for me. Yes. I would love to go on down there.
Maybe when we win the lottery, we'll go together.
Yes, establish the curling club.
Yeah. If we win the lottery, number 1 is we build our own curling club first.
All right, on sheet A, we got lots of points happening.
Those are a lot of rocks. We're not really talking about sheet A or sheet D much, but there are a lot of rocks in the house on sheet A right now, and
I believe Chris
most
is drawing.
Of them are,
this is Hammer drawing for
most
6.
Of them are red. Yes, Chris has 5 right now. He is drawing to try and get a 6th on sheet A.
6 in for the 6-ender. They think it has plenty.
We have a lot of friends on sheet A right now. I mean, we have a lot. I have friends playing on every sheet right now. I don't know which one to watch.
Only action is on A and D at the moment.
Very nice draw for Chris Magelitz on sheet A. Looks like he scored 6.
That will help the chances of winning that game for sure.
Yes.
All right, rocks away on B and C.
Really wide draw on sheet B. Is that going to stay in? Yeah, it's going to stay in
Look
bounds.
At that. It's coming. Wow,
it's coming
actually
back.
Curling pretty good. They got to get into the house though. Or are they trying to guard?
I think they're just trying to throw the guard.
That dove. It hit something.
They needed to sweep that earlier.
They needed to sweep it earlier.
It looked okay, and
now it's going.
And now it's lost handle, and it's curling back out. I don't know if it picked or if it didn't just have a strong handle to begin with. It got across. They swept it across. Good job to the sweepers to do that.
Another one of those rocks that's
not really in a useful position.
Yeah, not really going to do anything. What are we looking at for red with Hammer on sheet B? They need to get in here and get yellow off of the pin.
Yeah, they're looking at the hit. The hit's open.
If you get it just perfect, you may be able to move that back yellow out of the way and possibly score like 3. But
you'd really have to hit it.
You'd
have to get all those yellows out. You'd have to hit it.
Well, you don't
really
need the back
hard.
one. You need to hit the yellow on the pin and then just feather edge the top yellow right there to just push it sideways.
Yeah, you got to move some. Yeah, you got to move that.
Otherwise, you want to hit and stick because if you just get rid of the one
hit
on
and
the
stick,
pin,
you can get 1 point.
Yeah.
If you hit it perfectly and get the diagonal double, you could maybe get 2.
If you hit it
or 3.
If you hit it and just roll out, then you give up 1.
Yes,
because I believe yellow.
But like right now, they're giving up 1. They're giving up probably 2 anyway. So you gotta attack that.
You gotta hit it for sure.
And
they're giving a lot of.
That's a lot of ice. It looks maybe they are throwing the heavy draw just to bump it and try and get 1.
If they can just bump it out of the 4-foot, they're fine.
Yes, they can get 1 with this if they hit the draw. Needs to be a heavy draw. You can't just come down and freeze to that yellow. You really need to hit the yellow.
Hit the guard.
They're sweeping hard, coming down the ice, trying to keep it.
They needed to hold it a little earlier.
Yeah, they're on the guard. So there's also a chance you hit the red hard and you pop
all the way to the 4-foot.
In.
Touch their 4-foot. Touch the 4-foot to cut them down. Touch the 4-foot. Okay. I think they cut them down.
Okay, they cut them down to 1. Yellow's going to still steal 1 point on sheet B, but they did. That's a nice plan B at the end to get that red rock promoted to cut them down to 1 instead of 2 points.
Yeah, that's fine damage control. You're down 2 with Hammer and a 3U. Like,
yes,
anything can happen.
Lots of time to come back.
You're fine.
Sheet C, a lot of guards in play, and Noah's Ark has put the first rock into the house. Good throw by the Penguin.
Wiggling the tail.
Yes, it does have a wiggly little tail on the back, doesn't it? Bird has a tail too.
Correct.
Turtle, I don't think has a tail. Turtles do have tails. I don't think this costume has a tail.
It does not. Action on sheet D. Code Brown is just
They're
drawing
up to skips
in.
rocks on sheet D.
They're already sitting 2?
Sitting sitting
Possibly 2?
possibly 2.
At least
there's
one.
a red rock
I think
over on
it's-
the right.
I think the red's, yeah, I look
might
at it
be
now.
out counting that yellow on
All
the left. So he's got to draw. There's still a lot of rocks. They're both skips rocks for both teams to come. So he's just looks like gonna try and draw into the house. Second penguin shot coming on sheet C.
Just a draw.
Just a draw. Try and draw through that. Draw through that port. Lots of room to get through if they miss the guard. They're sweeping hard to keep it straight, though. Looks like it's going to overcurl. Is it going to get past the guard? You can't see it on the screen. Now you can see it on the screen. They've been sweeping hard all the way down the ice.
It's gonna rub.
And it rubs and bounces over.
Bounce it in, bounce it in. Okay.
Doesn't quite get to the house.
Just a little
They stopped
narrow.
sweeping. I think they were worried that they were going to sweep it into the yellow and just tap the
Promote,
yellow
yeah.
up more. But that's okay. They're only on second rocks. There's a lot of time to work with that. And a lot of red rocks building up on the right side, on the left side of the house, so that takes away yellow's chance to promote theirs in also.
On sheet D, after a good draw from Code Brown, looks like we're trying to follow it in. Good shot, get something in there. Draw coming in on sheet B.
Sheet D, the Ice Devils. I think Pierre Gosselin is their skip, on paper anyway. If we're using the wrong names, we're using the lineup of names that we were handed on a piece of paper. So
They do.
if we're getting it wrong, we don't know all of you, so do a better job signing up in order next time.
Well, they did get shot on sheet D.
Yep.
It's very exposed, but
But it is in there,
it is
touching
in
the
there.
button.
It is in there. We got another draw coming in on sheet C. Red trying to get another one in the house.
Thomas Boise, the Raven, or possibly Owl.
It's a little heavy. Look, they might be bumping a red in at this, or the yellow actually.
Might tap. It does
Perfectly
tap the yellow in.
imperfect.
Noah Ring with the presence of mind to quickly spin around and sweep that yellow rock once it crossed the tee line. Push it back a little bit, so red still sitting one under a lot of cover. A lot of red rocks over on the side.
Yes.
They can draw at that and promote those with their last rocks.
Does make it a little more dicey for yellow to try to draw.
Yeah, they're
Maybe you try the other side.
Robert's trying to decide what to do here. What are his options now?
I mean, you could tap something. You could just draw.
yeah,
I
you
think
can
he's
still-
drawing on this
you-
side.
Yeah, he's going to go with the draw on the right side, which is probably the right call.
I think
really
this is
wide
good.
draw to get around his own yellow guards.
Yeah.
And he just needs to try and get back there behind that red and touch the red circle on sheet C. Sheet D, we have the final rock coming in right now.
It's going to go through.
Sheet D, it's going to go a little too heavy. Is it going to go all the way out?
Yellow
Yes,
takes
so
3.
yellow's going to take 3
Yes.
for Code
Code
Brown
Brown.
on sheet D.
Putting another one somewhere. I was going to make a crude joke, but I'm not going to do it.
Sheet C, they got the draw to the house, but it didn't go far enough to outcount that red rock that's still touching the red 4-foot circle.
But it gives them options. They can angle it in now. They could do
Noah
stuff.
gesturing that he has many options
Yes.
on the left side of the
Hit
ice.
something red with the right weight.
Tap anything up with the right weight, and you can
You'll be
get another
fine.
one into the house and stick around to be a guard.
The wings are flowing.
Noah's
Very
Ark's
nice.
they're in a pretty good position right here.
Oh, this might actually miss everything?
No, it's going to
Oh, it did bump off of it.
Oh, they're going to bump themselves.
That's okay.
That's okay. Now they're sitting 2. Both of their rocks are under cover also.
They almost make a draw accidentally.
That's what they're...
And we're just going to follow them in,
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, no match scheduled. Going to just try and follow them in the same path that
There's a little more space now because they just bumped that red.
They bumped the
top
guard
house
a little bit to the right.
There's more space
a
to
little
make
bit
the
to the
draw
left.
now. Might as well go for it.
There's no direct hit on the shot rock.
No.
He's got 2 rocks left to work with.
I mean, if you threw a certain kind of weight, you could maybe get through the middle, but that's a very tight port. So yes, you just drop.
Yeah, that's a very hard hit to make. You could throw hack weight to get there, but that's difficult.
I mean, I think you throw a yeah.
You could throw a heavy shot at that yellow on the right. Looks like they talked about.
They're looking
at peeling the guard.
Just peeling? Okay.
Yeah, peel the guard. That's a smart play. I think maybe they could have done that a couple shots ago. Peel their own guard because their own guard is not helping them here. May as well get rid of it.
Although there's a chance this is just going to jam somewhere.
There's a you really want to hit it to the side, get that guard out of the way, or run that guard straight back into the red. Pretty hard to do because that's a long run back.
Just definitely don't want to know. You got to catch the edge of this rock somewhere. You don't want to hit the nose.
Yeah, you don't want to just replace it with a new rock. You want to hit the side of it and pop both rocks to the side to open up a hole for yourself.
This is okay.
Went inside.
This is okay. This is okay.
Not what they were looking for, but it does kind of help. It does open up that red rock. There is an exposed path to throw a hit to it now. Noah's Ark still sitting 2 on sheet C, but no match scheduled has opened up a path to hit that shot rock. Noah and his bird are talking about a draw, while the turtle and the penguin are discussing their costumes.
Yeah, it seems like. Sheet A, Plum Blossoms with red have a kind of a stacked house again, and they just put up a guard. So
looking
good over there for the Plum Blossoms.
Yeah, they have 2 really nice red rocks in the 4-foot circle.
Yeah, Clean Sweeper's got some work to do, but options. Oh, I lost my...
Sheet B, two yellows in the house. With another one coming. They're trying to draw another rock into the house on sheet B. Looks like they're going to get it. Slips a little behind T-line, but that's going to stick around. So they're now sitting 3 on sheet B. Sheet C, no ring. Without a beard. Throwing now. Looks like he's just trying to throw a guard, just block up that hole so that yellow can't throw the hit up the middle.
I do love ins like this on sheet C, though, where they are using every rock available to them.
Yes.
Everything.
And is it going to, oh, it over curls a little bit. It's going to curl in behind the guard that's already there. Doesn't really take away a whole lot of the vision on that red shot
Still got
rock.
at least half of it, yeah?
Yeah, they can probably see half of that rock from the far end. They really have to hit it. There's no other play here but to try and hit that red rock.
And stick. I mean, you really don't want to roll out. You
this is hammer rock for Robert Michula, and
so not hammer.
And another rock in the house.
This is the last yellow.
The last yellow. It's not hammer?
I believe it looks like there's a red one. I don't know which
there
one.
is a red one sitting over there. It's not down back of the boards. I have a hard time seeing the red rocks on that side of the ice because of these monitors. Yes. It's away. Looks like hit weight. They're not sweeping yet. They're watching the line hard.
It's a bit wide to me.
It's a bit wide. They really need to curl it in, but I don't think you can curl it that much in.
They're going to be able to roll in off something? Not really.
No, it doesn't really. It just chips one of their red rock, one of the red guards off to the side, but that wasn't really affecting play.
Red is sitting 2.
Red's still sitting 2. That doesn't change what's going on in the house.
How do we get 3 safely is the question.
Red could try and block the hole with a guard. Red could also draw through there and put another.
Well, this is
rock
hammers.
in.
They don't need to block anything.
They don't need to block anything.
They're
yeah.
trying to get.
Draw in and get 3 out of this instead of the 2 that they have.
I think so. I mean, if you were feeling a heavier weight, then you could try to do the tap, but you just draw. I think you're limiting damage there. It's not very risky just to draw.
We don't have our telestrator turned on today.
On sheet A, some things have changed around, and Clean Sweepers are not shot, but they are looking better. Plum Blossoms need to protect Shot Rock a little bit.
There it is. If you're watching on YouTube, maybe you can see it. No, it didn't show up here.
On sheet B,
a lot of yellow rocks in the
coming
house.
in. Yeah, they're just going to sit on. Oh, they're going to.
No, it's going to slide right through the uprights.
It needed to curl a little.
Oh, it needed to curl a little bit more. That was a really nice weight. If they could hit that pocket between those yellows, it was going to sit right in there.
In another sport, that'd be two points.
Yeah,
but not
3 points for the field goal. All right, sheet C. Last rock is away for Noah Ring and Noah's Ark.
They're looking to get 3 here.
They're not sweeping it. They like the line. They like the weight.
It's got a curl. It is
now
curling.
they're curling.
Nope,
now it's
fine.
curling.
This looks fine.
It's fine. They're going to hit
bump.
their own, bump their own up, but not much. And 3 points for Noah's Ark. Very nice shot for Noah Ring. 3 points for Red. On sheet D, we weren't talking about it, but Code Brown put up another. They put up 3 in the third end, and they've got one right on the button now on sheet D. We're up to Skip's rocks on sheet B now.
And A.
Sheet B, another rock in the house, has a lot of rocks in the house.
They were trying to guard, I suppose, and coming up a little light.
Yeah.
Is it going to get over?
If it's
No,
over,
it is
not over. So that's called a hogged rock. The dark blue line is called the hog line. Rocks have to be fully over the blue line to be in play. Otherwise, it's called a hogged rock, and they have to take it out of play. If they had been able to drag that rock another 6 inches to get it over the line, that would have been a really nice guard for them. It would have protected that whole side of the sheet from the hit. So now Two Quarries has a choice. Do they want to try and draw into that again, which they just did?
Yeah.
Do they want to try and hit some of those yellow rocks that are exposed? You can see those yellow rocks from down here at our end of the ice. The hit's open. If you want to hit that outside yellow rock, the middle yellow rock on the left, on the right, and sort of hit it and bounce in, there's a chance you could hit both of those yellow rocks, pop them both back a foot, and sit under cover with your own red rock. But Two Quarries, their skip Jeffrey Shih looks like he's lined up to try the hit.
Yeah, I think so. Hit something back there and it'll be fun.
Nice hit weight, it's away. No sweepers right away.
Got a hot one coming in on sheet D. Gonna move some rocks into. Oh, and they pick out the shot on D. That's a very nice
sheet
shot.
B, it went a little bit wide. He's gonna knock. Oh, I thought he was gonna knock that far one out, but it's right through the gap again.
Gives up 4. Oh, we have
nope, there's 2 rocks to go. He's got another. Each team has 1 more to go.
1 rock each. So now they really want to try to prevent this from happening again.
Yes.
And put the guard up. Yellow's trying to put the guard up.
I don't know if I'm yellow and my team name is another rock in the house. Yeah. I think I would philosophically try and put another rock in the house. If
I
you
wouldn't hate
if
it.
you name your team that, you got to go with it. You got to take the risk.
Yeah, I mean, and if you happen to draw one in there quite nice, top 8, top 4, then like that makes Red's life a lot harder. But a guard's good.
A guard is fine, but
Not living
I would
up to the
say
name.
get greedy and go for 5.
Sure. Greed is good.
Oh,
Did not burn the rock.
Sweeper fell down, did not hit the rock.
Very nice.
Good job not hitting the rock.
Does look light though.
It looks light. They're really struggling to sweep it again. It's not. That one's not going to make it to the hog line either.
2 hog guards back to back.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
If you're a skip, you're not used to throwing a whole lot of guards.
Oh, those were both skip strikes. Well,
Those were both skips rocks.
Now, as a skip,
Although-
you like to be throwing guards generally. Like if the
Yes.
skip is throwing guards, then something's going well. Usually.
I skipped our little pickup game this morning. My struggles with throwing a guard as a skip is I tend to throw my guards all the way to the button.
Sure.
And where they don't really. Yeah, it's great. I hit the button. It's not really helping anything, though. So now we're about to have the actual skips rock.
On B.
Hammer rock on sheet B for Jeffrey Shih and 2 quarries. They're
Yep.
only down 2-0. They've given up 2 steals in a row, but
And
they have a chance to get one back
yeah.
here if he
There's
makes
no chance
it.
for them to get multiple, but if they can just
No.
hit, get one, get on the board, that's fine.
Well, at this point, the last rock, do you try the hit,
I
or do
think
you
so.
go for the draw?
I mean, I think you do the same thing, just don't be wide. They're taking less ice.
I would go for the heavy draw myself and try and use those 2 yellows as backing for a draw.
Yeah, and ultimately it's like whatever you're comfortable
If you
with
hit the outside, if you hit that middle yellow, depending on where you hit it, you might not unite the
Sure.
red rock
Sure.
afterwards. You need it to sort of flop towards
Correct.
the center.
Correct.
If it flops out the
You
other
wanna catch-
way,
you
you
wanna catch
might
the
still be
inside.
giving up 2 or 3.
Yes, yes.
You need to catch the inside of that rock to do something good here and get your 1 point.
And this is mostly it's like whatever Jeffrey wants to throw is fine. So if he's more
It's also
confident- he's
not
more
always
confident-
about what the technically correct strategy
Correct.
is.
It's like,
it's
what
what
can
the
you
skip's
make?
feeling that
What
day.
can you make? And so if he wants to throw the hit,
If you're
throw the
feeling the hit, he just threw a hit on his last one. Sometimes it's hard to throw a hit and then a draw. So
Yes.
2 hits in a row is sometimes
yeah, take a little
just
less
mentally
ice.
easier. So yeah, a little less ice now.
Still a bit wide. It's got a curl.
It's a bit wide. It's also a lot lighter than his first one. That's kind of
This is
draw
good.
weight.
This is good then. It's got a curl.
It needs to curl, but if it gets back and curls enough,
Oh no.
oh, is it going to go
No,
through the
we're
hole
gonna
again?
we're gonna touch something. We're gonna touch something. And it
He cuts them
cuts them
down
to
to 3.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like the call, that was sort of the heavy
Yeah,
draw weight.
exactly.
Gave himself too much ice though, and
Just
so
a
it's
little
gonna be
wide.
3 more for another rock. Another rock in the house gets 3 more rocks points on the board. That sounded like a better pun in my head than it actually came out when I said it.
3 more rocks in the
It's
pond.
very convenient for us as webcasters that sheets B and C are about half an end off from
They
each
are
other.
actually
so we
staggered
can
quite
switch
well.
talking. They're nicely staggered for the commentary.
Sheet
here.
A is scoring something. I did
Looks
not
like
catch
1
it.
red on sheet A.
Okay. They use again. I love to see it. You try to use all the rocks they had.
Yes.
On sheet D, also coming towards the end. Is this hammer on D? Looks like
Yes, looks like the last rock coming up
for red.
for, yes, the Ice Devils.
And they
Looks
just need
like-
to get into the house.
Looks like yellow is, Code Brown is currently sitting 4
4.
right now. So they really need to get something going in the house
And
here.
they are choosing to do the raise.
They're choosing. Yeah, they're going to try and raise, tap that red
Center
rock that you
red.
see sitting right above the house. The call is to tap that back into the house and score 1. Are they going to get it? No, they hit Well, they hit their own.
Can they hit the red and roll in a little better?
Can they stay in and cut it down?
Don't think that changed anything.
No, looks like still 4 for
yellow.
yellow.
Code
So
Brown.
really 11-0 lead for Code Brown on sheet
Yeah,
D.
giving the Ice Devils a code red.
That was quality broadcasting, Kline. You're up 1-0 on me now.
All right, where else is everyone? Everyone else is just kind of still getting started. I guess sheet C is the furthest along.
Sheet A, we scored it. They didn't hang their score, but there was another one for the Plum Blossoms on sheet A, so that game is now 7-2. Sheet C, we're on Vice Rocks. Thomas Boise's rock coming in. No, not Thomas Boise. He's up next.
It's going to be a
This is
top of the house.
This is no match scheduled rock.
Wouldn't hate. Oh, yeah, a little deeper. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It's behind a whole bunch of guards.
It's behind the guards.
Red's still kind of annoyingly in the middle, but
Their Vice Emily Lord through that. Had to look up her name. You want me to remember your name? Dress up as a fuzzy animal or something. So Noah Ring's taking a look at this now. He's sitting one. There's a red rock sort of sandwiched in between his two yellow rocks.
no, he's sitting. He is second rock.
He's the second. Yeah, he's second rock.
But they could.
Yellow has hammer here. He might.
I don't hate running.
I don't
the red
hate
back.
blowing it all up right now. You're still on Vice rocks. There's a lot of rocks still to go.
Looks like they're trying to pick the yellow out.
They're going to try and pick out the yellow. Okay. I like the call. You don't have to. You don't even have to stick around. You just have to hit it, pop it out.
Hold the line. It's got a.
They're sweeping hard.
It's got a.
Laura the Penguin sweeping hard.
Just a bit.
Oh, taps it just enough to get a piece and kicks that yellow rock out of the house and out of bounds on the side. Very nice shot for Thomas Boise, their Vice, who is dressed as some sort of black bird, which is possibly a raven or possibly an owl.
Gray, black.
Between draws, we will try and get confirmation on exactly what kind of bird he is, because I know that is the hard-hitting sports journalism that our viewers come to expect from us here in the Potomac Curling Club webcast booth.
Journalism. Yeah, you gotta repeat to me the pillars of journalism now. If you're gonna use
I don't
that
know
word.
I don't know the pillars of journalism. I didn't study that. We have journalists in this club.
Oh, absolutely.
None of them volunteered to do the webcast, though, so it is what it is.
They use the written word, okay, not the spoken.
They're writers.
I did not see what happened
Jim
on sheet
Graves.
C,
Jim Graves has done sports radio before.
Yeah,
I've
he
done
has.
games with him before.
He has.
He is.
He has a good voice.
I believe he's out of town this weekend. I asked him if he was going to be here. Hi, Jim. If you're watching, you're probably not though, because you're probably having fun on vacation somewhere.
We're having a lot of fun here, though, Mike.
We are. Sheet B, another rock in the house, got another rock in the house early, and so two quarries throwing a hit on it right away. It's still in lead rocks. Their lead is going to hit that out and stick around in the back. That red rock did stick around the back, so
It's something.
it's something. Could be danger later in the end.
Absolutely. I mean, if
We're up to Skip's Rocks now on sheet C, Noah Ring and Noah's Arc.
drawing.
Looking to draw in, trying to draw around all those other rocks, get to the 4 foot. That is a lot of ice.
That is a lot.
6 feet of, he's got the broom all the way out. You can't even see on the webcast screen where Thomas Boise was holding that rock, holding his broom.
I've seen that much curl. I also don't think he hit the broom regardless.
That looks narrower and it's pretty light.
And light. I mean, a guard's
Maybe
okay.
they were going for the wide guard. The
A
wide
guard's
guard would help
okay.
also.
If they get it over, okay, they're
It's
over.
over. It's going to kind of over curl to where their guard already was. Doesn't really help, but doesn't
Okay.
really hurt either.
All right, yellow just has to try this hit again.
Yep, they're going to try the hit again. We said he was holding the broom too wide, but that rock curled all the way back across the center line.
I don't believe he hit the broom.
No, he didn't hit the broom. He threw it narrow, but still, that was more curl than I thought it was going to get.
Particularly finished very strong.
Yes.
Yeah. We got a rock coming in on B.
No two quarries. That's Gary Wilkes' shot.
Trying to
he's
draw
there second, trying to draw in.
I would think. It looks a little light. They might be able to drag it to touch.
I played with or against Gary a couple times. He's a regular at the Wednesday daytime program.
Ah.
All right, hits coming in on sheet C for Robert Machula.
Looks like they got
Is he
something
around
of
the
it.
guard? Oh, tapped the guard. Hard to tell from our angle, but thought it was going to make it past.
I thought it might make it just
It started to move as it came across the hog line and taps off the guard. So that that guard that Noah Ring just threw ends up protecting the shot, even though we said it was out of the way. That's the guard that saved it for them.
So they are seeing a lot of breaking that
Good
way.
job, little guard, for doing your work. Yeah, even on the hits, the rocks are moving.
Yeah.
There's some curl on those.
And I mean, they're setting up the same shot. Again, just trying to guard the red.
Sheet B, yellow's going to put another rock in the house here.
It's going to sit on this red in the
It's
back.
it's going to sit almost frozen to that red rock in the back. Very nice touch on that throw to get just the right weight to get it back right next to that red rock.
I mean, I think you try the same again, though. I think he's just drawing the other side
I think you keep trying the draw again, yeah.
Don't worry about following them down.
Nope, just keep doing the same draw over and over again here. I mean, yellow's sitting shot, but that's a wide open house.
Yeah.
You can get anywhere behind that guard pile, and you're going to be in good position. Sheet C, Noah Ring's last rock of the end coming in. This one's a little heavier than the last one.
This should be in play.
Should be a draw. Should get.
I think
they're going to sweep it now to get it a little bit deeper.
It's got a little tap is okay.
Yeah, it's coming down right on their red. It's going to tap up their own.
Yeah, make sure we're fine. That's good. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
That makes the double really. I don't know if you can hit a double off those.
They're pretty
now.
straight in line.
They're right. They're straight in a line. You hit that red on the right side of that red, you have a danger of just tapping your own yellow out. Right now, yellow's the second shot. You don't. If you're yellow, what's your call here?
I mean, I think I would kind of just try to go for the double.
You go for the double anyway.
But
come in from the right side. Try and hit the top red rock.
Draw.
If you hit the red rock, you hit the top rock a little bit on the outside, on the right side of it, run it back just a slight angle diagonal, you could pop both back.
Sure.
You got to be really precise.
I also don't just mind the draw. Like
the rock's coming down. We're going to find out in about 5 seconds if he got it.
This again feels way too wide.
It's really wide. I think he went for
wrong
the
about
draw.
this before.
I think he's just trying to draw down to get to the button.
I think this is fine.
He's got the line for it. Is the weight? Is he just going to tap the red? Oh, he just taps the red up.
All right.
So 1 point for Noah's Ark.
It's okay.
Noah's Ark steals another point there. Just maybe 2 inches wide of getting the draw around that red. Sheet B, a whole bunch of guards.
Everything in, a guard or back.
There's a big cloud of guards blocking up the whole side, and because of where those guards are, maybe red can tap one back, but no, there's no good tap ups back.
to the other side. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to kind of come around to the.
I would still keep throwing in on this side. I
would keep going to the right also because it's a little bit narrower of a draw path on the right side. They're going to try the left.
They're going to follow in yellow here.
Follow yellow in because yellow's got 2 back there in the back now. You got backing if you come on the left side too. That's the other advantage.
Yeah, I mean, same on the right side. Like if you bump your own, you're okay. But this is okay. You're just giving them, but see now, if you do end up drawing back to them, then they just sit on top of you, and they're shot. Right now, yellow's not shot.
They're sweeping hard to try and get that rock down. It's
a
not
guard. A guard's okay, I guess. Now you're forcing yellow to come to the other side.
Yeah, yellow has to come to the other side. Yellow might want to come to the other side anyway and hit that red. Yellow has there is a hit available on that red rock
It
on
is.
the right
It's,
side
you
for yellow.
can see almost all that rock from the other hack. Now, red did give himself a tap-up opportunity with that rock. If yellow does happen to hit and roll a little too far, maybe you can tap your red back into it. Although I think you'd still just draw. See if Tatiana can make this hit and roll. Sheet D also has a lot of rocks in play.
Yes.
Not a lot in the house.
Sheet A has quite a few rocks in the play, and they're mostly red again.
Sheet A is also a lot of guards, yes. Love to see it.
All right, here comes the shot from Tatiana. She kind of wobbles and falls.
Wide.
Yeah, she slipped when she delivered and threw it wide. That's
Is there any chance it hooks like it did last time?
That's not. That's way too wide.
It is
And
out of play.
It is out of bounds. Oops.
Yeah,
All
if
right.
it touches the red sideline, the rock is out of play.
Yes.
You remove it immediately.
You have to be fully over the back line to be out of play.
Correct.
You just have to touch the red sideline to be out of play.
And our red sidelines are technically a little narrow
They're a
for
few inches
regulation.
narrower than normal.
So on a regulation sheet, maybe that could have got to the house, but not on our ice.
But with the slip on the delivery,
Yes, you know.
it wasn't going to come back. She tried to push it back towards the center, but
Now we're conversing. Red, figuring out what to do on sheet B. Do we want to try to draw this side? We threw up a guard on the other.
put a guard. I think you draw on the right side.
I think you draw still again. I think they should have drawn on the right side last time as well.
Try to draw another one.
And
And
Jeffrey
you've got
just
backing.
said-
You could tap off your own and
Yeah.
spill under the guards.
Well, Jeffrey just said
just
he'd
draw
rather
under the
be light
guards.
than heavy. Like a guard is okay too.
A
'cause
guard
you
on
are
that
shot.
side is okay
You
too.
are
He
shot.
is. They're in the fourth end. He is down 5-0.
I think there is a
Objective
moral,
A, you have to score.
There's a
here if
moral
you're
victory
red.
of just getting on the board, which I think is
But
real.
if you want to have any hope of coming back, you really need to score 2. Here.
Correct. If you really want to win the game, you need a couple. But you know, I think they're at 8 minutes left, so they'll get one more end in.
Sheet C, we are up to Penguin Rocks already.
They'll get their Sheet B should get to 6 ends. Sheet C is going to get 6 ends. I believe the other sheets are going to be okay too.
Yes, at 80 minutes they need to
Finish
the end they're on. So everybody needs to finish the 5th end in the next 8 minutes to be able to do that. All right, Jeffrey Shih throwing the draw on sheet B for 2 quarries. That looks light. Both sweepers on it right away, sweeping hard. I don't even know if it's going to make the hog line though. Yeah, he was trying to draw another rock into the house, but it's pretty light.
Yeah,
He has another rock coming, though. He does have hammer, so he's got another chance at this. Yellow is going to try the same shot again, I think.
Oh, right. I guess they're only in the 4th. Actually, so yeah, they're going to get 5
They're in the
ends.
4th. They're only
gonna
going to get 5 ends. Yeah, they've been a half end behind.
Yeah. Same for sheet A, actually, probably.
Well, sheet C, they're in the 5th end.
Sheet C is going to get 6, yeah. And sheet D as well.
They only have 7 minutes to get through a lot of rocks. I don't know if they're going to make it on C.
Fair. I guess it's pace of play.
Yes. All right. The hit on sheet B, it's very wide. They're trying to sweep to push it, but
It's kind of moving. I don't think it's going to get
moving,
there,
but
though.
it's not going to move enough to make it.
All right, well,
So
Red
we're
has a
down to
chance here.
Last rock.
Draw.
Yep, last rock.
Half
for B.
a rock into the 8-foot, and you get 2.
Yep. Don't need to talk about it. Set the broom and throw it. There's really no way they can get 3.
No.
You just have to draw and just be in the 8-foot to get 2. they're talking about tap-ups and other things. I think the right call is just...
You just got to throw a draw.
Set your broom. Yeah, right there, halfway in the blue. Get around the guards, draw into the house for sheet B.
As they say, a skip that can hit the 8-foot wins a lot of games.
I thought it was a skip who hit the 4-foot.
I think the 8-foot's good enough.
8-foot's good enough today.
I mean, in generally, I think like even watching a lot of high-level play this week, it's like there's a lot of times if you could just hit the 8-foot, you know, kind of on demand, you're score 2, 3. You don't actually often need to get all the way to the button. Okay, weight looks maybe a touch better. It still looks light though on sheet B.
They're sweeping his rock again hard.
Especially
on sheet
because it's going to overcurl. It's light and it's going to overcurl.
It's light and it's curling too much.
All right, take the 1.
1 point and 2 quarries is on the scoreboard.
Try to steal your way to victory in the last end. With nerves of steel. There's some sort of steel and steel joke in the
There's
steel
lots of steel
combat.
jokes. That was a weak one.
That
I've heard them all, and that was a weak one. Try harder, Tanner.
Sorry. On sheet A, this is hammer. This looks like hammer on sheet A.
Yes.
Yellow needs to get in there and touch the 4-foot. Are they doing the tap? I'm not sure.
I don't know. There's a lot of red rocks in the house again, though, on sheet
This looks
A.
like it's going to crash on the guard. They're trying to hold it to make
Sweeping hard to hold the line. Is it going to get out, crash the guard? Yeah.
All right, Plum Blossoms take a few
more points for Plum Blossoms on sheet A.
And we have shakes on sheet A.
Shaking hands. Sheet A is a final score. 4 more points, and they are done playing. So Plum Blossoms moves on in the A event. And the clean sweepers will drop down to the B event, which is, I believe, coming up at 2 o'clock.
Well, in some ways, it's like getting promoted to the B event, you know, because B comes after A, so it's like you move on to the B, you know.
Yes. You can think about that way if you want.
Hard sweep by Robert.
Sheet C,
trying to get the
Vice's
hit.
rocks, I think.
Trying to get the hit. It's going to make contact? Oh, man.
Yeah,
Ooh,
taps
kiss,
it.
little
Gets
kiss.
a little kiss, taps it to the side, but Yellow Rock spills out the back of the house, doesn't stick around. So Noah's Ark, still 2 red rocks sitting in the house. And Thomas Boise about to throw Vice rocks for the Noah's Ark team, and red. Just going to try and draw another rock into the house. Try and maybe get it behind that first one.
Absolutely.
They've set the broom all the way out at the edge of the 12-foot.
Yeah, I guess I would almost try to draw to the other side of the house, not the middle, but that's a harder shot, I suppose.
I think that's what they tried with their previous shot.
Oh, I see. Well, they're to the house, so they're going to get a little
house. Is it
bump.
going to go?
Okay.
Gets a little bit of rub, but it's going to stay.
Hard, skip.
It's going to stay in the house.
That's
Goes
good.
behind the tee line, but
result.
now they have 3 rocks in the house.
Yeah, do the draw. Have a little backing now. Come on, Emily.
They set the broom, so they're setting the broom all the way out there at the edge too. So they're anticipating over 5 feet of curl.
There has been some weird, like hook and curling stuff on the side of the sheet on C.
Over on sheet D, the Ice Devils scored 2 in the last end. They're on the scoreboard. Sheet C, the draw coming in. They're sweeping it, trying to push it over to try and touch the red and stop, but it just gives a tap, and it's going to slide through the back. Red still sitting with 3 in the house. On sheet B, a pair of really nice guards.
They're looking at the time. They're looking at the number of rocks they have left. I believe they're shaking. Or they shook, but are they still going to throw rocks? They're still going to go for it.
You may as well keep playing.
Finish the end, you know.
Finish the end. A little bit of animal dancing going on sheet C right now. Those costumes look hot.
They do look very warm. Erica has abandoned the hood.
She's
Laura's sticking to it.
Laura's sticking with the costume better than the rest of her team, who have all given up the hoods and the beards and the robes. No, just throwing the draw, throw another draw, put another rock in the house. They're sweeping it as it comes across the hog line. They need just a little bit more to get it to the house. That's going to touch the house. That's going to be another rock. It hits their first rock. It bounces a little to the side. Maybe takes away the direct hit on that back shot rock. Although you can certainly still get there with a lighter weight hit that will curl a couple inches.
Yeah. Look at, they want to peel some guards.
Yeah. Well, they're not guards, but they need to peel it. Those
top house.
Those
rocks.
two top house red rocks are really a problem for yellow right now. So they're just going to try and peel one or both of them off.
They are in the way to the button. So you're ready.
And that is a really hard push.
It's going to overcurl.
He threw it hard, but he gave it a push as he let go. I think he was trying to push it to go faster, but the push also pushed it a little offline to the left. So now Noah's Ark has a chance to throw another draw into the house.
Getting that draw practice for the next game, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, that's the shot I would throw. You're sitting 4.
I don't think you'd do anything else.
You're winning. This is the last end. They are over 80 minutes now.
Did the penguin just yell tequila?
The rock's pretty narrow and curling out to the side now.
Not going to get there.
No, not going to get there. I think he was trying to curl it out to the wing.
Yeah.
Put another rock out in the wings.
All right, well, what does Robert want to try? Just do the draw?
The hit doesn't help him.
No.
He really needs to somehow get through that.
We're going to draw the other side. They
He's
don't
going to try the really wide draw.
They don't like the right side of the ice.
On the left. There's a hole.
They don't. They want the right side. Okay.
Yeah, now they're going to switch. Go back. Try the same shot they just took. You can be a little heavy if you hit that back red one.
Correct.
You've got backing.
I mean, just get it to the pin. That's the plan.
Draw to the button and score 1. That's plan A.
That's the shot. Looks a little heavy to me.
He can afford to be a little heavy. It looks a little wide, though.
It is a spinner.
They're sweeping on the outside of it, try and push it
going to
back.
promote the red.
Yeah, it's just going to promote the red.
Ooh, maybe it actually takes
No, the red's going to keep going through. So that's going to be 4 more for red, and handshakes and fist bumps all around. Sheet C is a final. Noah's Ark moves on to the A event next round, and no match scheduled will be in the B event at 2 o'clock.
2 games going, Sheet B and Sheet D. Both on ice rock?
A lot of rocks, a lot of guards in play on Sheet B, and each team has 1 rock in the house on Sheet B. Red is out counting right now, but both teams have. Yellow's got 4 rocks to go. This is their vice, Victor Torgrimson.
Looking like they're just putting another one in. A little tap on the yellow, maybe.
Yep, trying to draw another one around. Yeah, you could tap the yellow, or maybe use the yellow to hit the yellow and bounce in.
At this point, I think you're getting the tap.
Sweepers are on it halfway down, trying to push it back towards center. Even just tapping the red and promoting it up, they're going to get it.
They're going to get the tap. They're going to take shot.
They're going to get the tap. They promote it just enough.
Yeah.
And their rock stuck around,
Yep.
giving them some protection. There's no easy hit on that rock.
Yeah, I mean, unless you throw, a million miles an hour.
Victor, is one of my best friends from college. I got him to come out to try Saturday morning breakfast curling last spring, and he loved it and came back and joined a league this fall. This is his first year, full year as a member.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
He plays with us in Pizza League, not on my team, but also plays at the same time in Pizza League. If you're not a Potomac member, is our very fun Sunday night league, Sunday afternoon, Sunday early evening league.
With pizza.
With pizza. Everybody playing for the pepperoni cup, the pepperoni trophy. I don't know what we're actually playing for. The actual trophy is a pizza box that you get to write your names on. But the A event is the pizza, is the pepperoni event. My team won the sauce event, which is
less
ninth
below
place.
below the pepperoni.
Yes.
Below the cheese.
Somewhat,
and the pepperoni.
yes. It was cheese, pepperoni, cheese, sauce, crust. Still on Vice Rocks for 2 quarries.
They're just drawn in. Gotta get another rock in the house, out counting.
I think this is Ashley Wick.
This is
their
Ashley,
Vice.
yes.
Trying to get another draw. Sweepers on it already.
Just like
trying to get enough weight to get trying to hold the line to get around the guard and enough weight to get to the house.
It's gonna be a guard.
It's coming up a little light. A guard doesn't really help them because they are second rock now.
No, especially a high guard. Well, what a medium guard.
Well, I guess the guard helps them in the sense that yellow can't just hit their red now.
Sure.
There's a difficult run back to get it, but I don't think you try that. Up 5-1.
D, we have a hit coming into the back of the house. We're going to clip the guard, though?
Clips the guard, misses the hit on sheet D.
Code Brown trying to eliminate
Code Brown is
all
going
hope,
to advance easily. I think they're
yes.
just throwing the rocks. Because it's the last hit. Throwing the rocks back is much more fun than kicking the rocks back. If you're ending on the other end of the ice, you may as well throw them all back for fun.
Yeah, as long as you're not drastically running over the time and making life hard
Sheet
for the
B,
organizers.
very nice draw around the right edge to get another rock into the 8-foot on that side.
I think you got to come in on the right side if you're
If I'm red, I would try the draw on or the big hit on the right side of the ice. That's not what they're looking at, though.
They're looking at super long or just a draw, and if you happen to tap your red, that's fine too. Probably okay.
Okay, now they're looking at the yellows.
I think you go
now
this
they're looking at
way.
the draw on the other side.
If it happens to hang out and you hit and roll, you roll in off one of the yellows, that's okay.
Yes.
But this is just draw weight.
It's a draw for 1 on this side unless you throw heavy weight and try and get some of those yellow rocks moving and spill in.
But I think with your first skips rock, just try to throw a draw because your last one's probably going to need to be a draw for something.
On the other hand, they need to steal 4 without hammer to tie.
Sure, which is impossible mathematically. Basically.
They only have 2 rocks left to get 4.
So there has to be some weird physics shenanigans getting these guards in the house,
But you know, you got to try anyway.
Yeah.
It's the first game of a long day.
Yeah.
And you're getting to know the
feel
ice
for
today.
things. Yeah,
you may as well try it and use it as a practice shot, if nothing else.
Yeah. I like this.
Yep, they're lined up for the hit. Try and move some of those yellow rocks.
Let's hit the line, Jeffrey. It's really a simple game, just line and wait, you know?
It seems so. It looks so easy on TV when you watch the Olympics. In actuality, it's a hard game to play.
It's a hard game to be very, very good at.
Yes.
You can get the basics pretty
It
quick.
is easy to pick up the basics in a day.
Yeah.
We teach a lot of learn to curls here. If you're watching and you've never played, you should come out and try it at one of our learn to curls in the fall. We have 2 remaining this today and tomorrow, and they were long ago sold out.
Yeah.
But come back in the fall and try it at least once. It's easy to get the hang of it. During a 3-hour learn to curl session. Very hard to master, very hard to get good at. I've been playing for 5 years now. I'm still improving, still trying to get better every game.
I'll withhold comment. Jeffrey came up a little short.
Tanner doesn't want to comment on that because he thinks he's already perfect.
No, I've played with Mike a lot. I could give some feedback, but Mike's good.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I guess we're just guarding here on sheet B.
Yep, they're just going to either guard or put another rock.
Yeah.
Your team name is another rock in the house.
That's usually a good plan.
Yeah, I think you throw another rocket there. That's very light. They're going to sweep it. I don't think it's got enough weight to do anything.
Does look a little light. Code Brown throwing their last. This is Hammer on sheet D coming in.
The game's over. They all laughed and agreed to throw the rocks back.
I don't even know what they were trying to do. Just draw, I guess.
I think they're just trying to draw. It looks a little heavy to be a draw, though.
All right.
It's going to go through.
Well, that's the game on sheet D.
Ice Devils get a couple points on the board for morale reasons.
Yes.
But Code Brown is going to move on in the A event, and we'll see the Ice Devils in the B event in the next round. Next games are at 2 o'clock. If you're watching our feeds, we are now done on both sheets A and D. Goodbye. Oh, 3 o'clock. Yes, it is. It's already 2:30. I can't tell time. It's the clock we're looking at. It's 24-hour time. It's 14:31.
Yeah, it's even clearer what time it is.
I had to mentally convert in my head, and I can't do subtraction.
All right, last red rock.
Last red rock away on
B.
sheet D. They just threw a really hard hit right down the middle. Will they get past the guard?
They are going to raise something.
Oh, they're going to raise their red. Are they going to raise it enough?
Through the house?
Oh, he hit it exactly a little too hard.
Oh, good try, though.
Good try. He got right where he needed to get on that rock. Got the angle perfect, just too much weight, and it goes to the house.
All right, last yellow.
Last yellow.
Practice.
Practice throw. There's really no good throw. There's so many guards. There's no good throws.
She's just going
to fling it. The event's name is Fling It. She just flung it.